Hey guys, my name is Michael, and this is my very first Speedbuild, which also happens to be my very first commentary. Today I'm building a Victorian house. I'm actually building it after a picture I found on the internet. I will leave a link in the description for the picture. Seeing that this is my very first commentary, I will more than likely have no clue what I'm talking about half of the time. But we'll find out. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Michael White, I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Denmark. So, what I'm doing right now is setting up the foundation. I had some trouble finding out how wide I wanted the foundation to be, because when I look at the picture, it's kind of hard for me to see what is the best width to have. Like, it either gets too small or too big. But I ended up doing it 5 wide between the stairs, and I'm actually gonna make it 7 wide later on, because 5 wasn't enough. For the longest time I actually didn't notice that I was building at night. That's how blind I am, apparently. I'm changing it today later on. So, why am I playing Sims 3 and not Sims 4? Well, I simply don't have Sims 4, and in my opinion Sims 3 has always been the superior game. I just think it has more features. I mean, the fact that they removed free roaming in Sims 4 just seems weird and out of place. I mean, in other aspects, Sims 4 might be a very great game, and I will definitely pick it up sometime or another. So, well, I'm just basically getting the front shape going. I always start with the front. I take the back a bit later. There is no proper picture of the back of the house, so when it comes to the back of the house, I'm just improvising and try and make it as good as possible. But in most houses, the back of the house is just simply flat, so I didn't do much with the back of the house. Seeing that this is my first time building a Victorian house, I'm actually pretty satisfied with the final look of the house. I mean, I definitely think I could do it a lot better, but seeing that I am still an amateur when it comes to house building, I don't think it's half bad, actually. The interior, on the other hand, was a bit of a challenge to me, but even that ended up being pretty good. In real time, the house took me 3 hours and 25 minutes to build, and I've sped it up by 8 times, so the video is 28 minutes long. That's a lot of things I had to talk about for 28 minutes. I might as well introduce myself a bit more. I actually make music, and I have a SoundCloud, and I also have a second YouTube channel for my music. I will put a link in the description for those. I mostly make soundtrack music, you know, like the sort of music you hear in games and movies, mostly with a lot of symphony to it. But I also make other kinds of music. Back in the day I used to make pop music and actually write songs for those. Right, so now you can see that I am actually changing the size of the house, because the width of the house was, well, it was too narrow. So I changed the size, the distance between the stairs. I changed from 5 meters to 7 meters, and at first I thought it would be too big, but that is actually the perfect size to go with, in my opinion. And now I'm doing the second and third floor. The third floor is just kind of the tower rising up from the house, and I actually like the tower. Only thing I could kind of complain about is that the roof system could be improved, but I don't know, maybe the technology back then didn't really allow for roofs being better, but I definitely would love to have easier roofs. Maybe it's easier in Sims 4, I don't know. But right now you can see me just playing around with the roof on that side, try to make it go along with the wall that was sticking out, and even that was not possible because it just looked weird. So I have to go with the Sims 3 rules, and if you saw that right before, the roof kind of glitched out. I don't really know how that happened and I don't really know how to fix it, but it's there. And another problem that I faced is that why don't these fences act like pillars? Because I'm no building engineer, but I do think that the reason why those fences are built like that is so that you can have like a floor above it. But I had to use the move objects cheats to put pillars inside the fence. But after I built the floor above it, I tried to remove the pillars just to see if the floor would stay there, and it did. So I didn't even need to use those pillars after I've used them. As you can see right now, I'm playing around with that roof as well, and I could not make that look very good either. I don't know if that's just me that suck at making roofs, but I mean, right now the roof is just kind of there, and it still is. I never actually fixed it, but I think it looks better than just having a flat floor. But I actually think that's me finishing the exterior, and right now it's stuck in the saving screen. That's just me not being good at editing. I've edited this video beforehand, and I chose to do that and then do commentating after that. And well, seems like I left it out. Anyway, I'm just sort of finishing the details in the outside of the house, doing some painting on the walls, and well, I tried to find a pre-made wall that had that bluish color like the original house, but I had to do it myself, and normally I am lazy as F, so but well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. My OCD kind of got in the way, so I didn't want to paint the house any other color. But yeah, now I'm actually starting with the interior, and as you can see, the struggle is real. Like, just see me trying wall after wall, just room after room, and it just doesn't look right, and I don't know what to do. Like, look at that. I mean, I don't even know what I was thinking, but I was just desperate of finding the perfect shape for the house, and I actually think I am about to find the right shape. Yeah, I'm actually not doing anything. Oh, there, alright. Yeah, now I'm actually doing the final shape for the interior. That is the shape that I felt most confident about. And if you guys don't agree, wait and see until I furnace. What the fuck? Yeah, furnace with Michael. Just wait till I add furniture to the house. And if you still don't agree with me, well, I don't know. I tried. So yeah, adding windows and adding wallpapers. I was looking for those wooden panels. I think that is what fitted the most with Victorian houses, seeing that Victorian is pretty old, and well, wood equals old. Yeah, that is my reasoning. No, Well, I just think that is what fitted the most. Seeing that the exterior was made of wood, why not make the interior out of wood? And why not make the why not make the floor out of wood as well? Yeah, I'm just kind of finishing the flooring on the first floor. So meanwhile, why not let me do the good old rambling? So what more to tell about myself? My favorite game is Grand Theft Auto, the series in a whole. So I played the game since I can remember, and it's a game that I always come back to. And I played every single game in the series, those that are 3D, that is. I'm not really a big fan of the 2D games, but yeah, it is my favorite game by the furthest. And as you can see, right now I'm working on the second floor. I am doing the balcony, and I'm just gonna I'm having a bit of trouble with the second floor as well at first, because first of all, you can't add windows over fences, which makes sense, but that also means I had to make the fence look a bit weird. But in the end, that's what looked the best. And right now I'm sort of playing around with the rooms, and you might see me doing some changes here and there as I move along with the furnituring, if that is even a word. When I add the furniture, but yeah, you can see me play a lot around with the rooms, sort of getting the shape going, making it look not so stupid. But all of the rooms on the first floor, or most of them, are the bedrooms, and then there is the master bathroom. Couldn't add windows on the wall, kind of a shame, that would look pretty neat, but I can add windows on the tower. I was looking for some windows that had the same size as the ones you see in the picture and had the rounded shape, but Sims 3 doesn't have that, or at least not the packs that I have. I actually have most of the stuff packs and the expansion packs for Sims 3, but not all of them. I did not get Supernatural or Future because I am the kind of guy that prefer realism. And you know, well, there's vampires and there's aliens in Sims 3, but I tend to avoid that as much as possible. Right now I am doing the driveway. I had a little trouble with that, but not as much as with the other things. And you can see I changed the pathway. Gonna change that a bit over. Yeah, that is the final pathway. I couldn't find the perfect cobblestone pathway. Maybe there is an expansion pack or stuff pack with that, but I had to go with that sort of pathway, which I think looks kind of modern for this house, but nonetheless it doesn't look bad. It can definitely do, but I am just playing around with kind of the outside right now, and now I'm starting the furnituring. Yeah, again, if that is a word, but I'm adding the furniture, and I'm starting with the outside of the house, which is the best part of the building, in my opinion. I really like the way that I did the outside of the house, and I just changed the width of the driveway because I wanted it to have space for 2 cars, which it would have, but not according to Sims 3, that is. But yeah, I'm just adding the details, adding some plants and a cozy little bench for the couple to sit there. And then I'm doing the back of the house. Forgot to do the fencing, but yeah, I'm doing the cheat again. It is a lot easier, and I was trying to do a roof again, and again it was not possible. and this time I just had to say, okay, screw it, I will just go with a flat roof. But yeah, and I'm just adding a few details here and there. Just wait till you see the finished result of the backyard. I think it looks very good, but you will see for yourself. I'm not going to thing, but yeah, doing some seating in the back as well, where people can just sit and relax, have a little chattering. And yeah, right now I am doing something special with some stone. I was playing around with some small rocks to do a shape for a playground. I thought that would be very cool. It's not something a lot of people do, but using the move objects on, you can do some pretty cool things with objects like that. You can use it for gardening as well, like use it as sort of a barrier. I end up doing some resizing because I forgot to turn move objects off, and I just started placing the objects, and I found out, well, it doesn't work. And I actually forget placing sand where I changed the size, but I fixed that before the final result. Yeah, adding an outside dining area, doing a little grilling area using the same texture as I used for the pathway, with a little grill and a table, and then I am making a little pond. I thought that would be beautiful and perfect for this house. I don't know how many Victorian houses do have ponds, but seeing that I'm building this in Sunset Valley, which is a very suburban place, I thought, why not have some nature in your backyard? And I'm also adding some flowers in the front to make that look a little more beautiful and inviting, because you know, flowers will always make the thieves feel more invited. Yeah, so adding some sport activities. I don't know how many people play table tennis in their backyard, but I thought that would be a pretty good idea, because, well, why not? If you want to play some sports, you might as well do it outside. It's nice weather outside, you can go outside and do stuff, unless it's winter, because I do have seasons, but I don't know, do some winter oil, I guess. So yeah, I am now doing the interior, and well, I wouldn't say that I am an expert when it comes to interior. This is actually my first time trying to really pay attention to detail, try and make everything look as perfect as possible. You know, I do love detail, but I don't think I've been detailing furniture so much as I have been doing while making this speed build. But yeah, that was the entrance, and I am doing a little kitchen area. I combined the kitchen and living room. I thought that would be great. Other attempts at making the two rooms separate didn't go so well, so I just said, well, screw it, let's just make it two in one. And as for the wall lamps, I didn't know what lamps would fit the most for the house. I know, right? It's kind of ridiculous that I pay so much attention to lamps, but I just think that wall lamps and ceiling lamps are the most important things, because those lamps usually come with the house. So the theme, um, you know, um, table lamps and or floor lamps, not that much, but I really like to stick to the same theme throughout the whole thing. And I say that, and yet, like, half of the stuff that you see, like the couches, they look pretty modern, and seeing that it's a Victorian build. But you know, families in real life, not everybody pays that much attention to having the style fitting the theme of the house. Most is just buy the stuff that they think is looks good and put that in their house. So in that way, I didn't really need to pay attention to the style of the furniture. And then I decided to add a fireplace. I thought that would be very cozy. So yeah, and I wanted the couch in front of the fireplace to be kind of Victorianish, because, well, it sort of adds to the theme and it makes it look more cozy. And the dining area in the same room, I don't know if it's very practical having the dining area on the other side of the room. It's kind of a long walk from the kitchen, but yeah, you know, those people who lived here are probably not the most laziest bunch. I mean, I will do everything to have that house. I don't think I will be lazy to have such a house. So yeah, and I decided that the big room, I thought that would be a great library, kind of seating area where you just, you know, get settled, get lazy, read a book, play some chess, or play some video games on the computer. You know, I thought that would be very cozy, having sort of a place where the family could be together and maybe play some board games or read some books, be social with each other. I'm getting a lot of into detail right now, but yeah, doing the upstairs. And because I have no creativity at all, I thought, well, let's just make upstairs a living room as well, but make it more like a party area. Like there are more seating in front of the fireplace, and there is also going to be a stereo on the top floor. And yeah, if you saw that, I added a what do you call it, a vinyl player, I think it's called, in the library. I think that fitted very good with the kind of old-fashioned theme. And yeah, I'm just going to do the bathroom, or the master bathroom. There's 2 bathrooms downstairs as well. Those are not master, but yeah, even the bathrooms I paid a lot of detail to, you know, toilet paper and soap and a hairdryer to be even more detailed. And then that right there is the master bedroom. Not very big for a master bedroom, but cozy nonetheless. I definitely think you can have some goody time with your partner in that room. And I really wanted to place a love bench to face like outside the window, but sadly there wasn't enough space. I do not think that the Sims will be able to walk past it. So in the end I just scratched that idea, placed the table and placed the flower on it. And that right there is, I think that is the teenage room or guest room. It depends. if they have like a teenage child or something, maybe that will be his room. That is the reason for the computer, and I also think I am adding some posters to make it very teenage-ish. And well, yeah, I don't really know what else to say at this point. Yeah, I'm doing the child bedroom right now, and I tried to make it as unisex as possible, so that, you know, even if it's a so if it's a girl or a boy, they will both have something to have fun with. And yeah, that is the house. Here are some pictures that I took. I am really happy with what I've built. I definitely think that I could do it a little better, but seeing that this is my first speed build, I really think that it's very good. And you know, 3 hours and 25 minutes is a long time for a house. Maybe it's not, I don't know, I think it's a long time, but you know, the result is very satisfying. Here's a nice open shot of the dining area looking outside the backyard, and here is the cozy little library. The bookshelf is kind of glitched, but I don't know, it is what it is. And this is one of the small bedrooms or toilets. Here we got the upstairs living room, very cozy. I really think that will do for some very cool parties. Here we have the master bedroom. As you can see, the bed is used. I moved a family in there so that I could take the pictures. I don't know how to take pictures with the cinematic camera without having a family move into the place. Yeah, should have remembered to make the bed before taking pictures, but yeah. And this is the child bedroom, very nice. And here we have a nice shot of the backyard. I really like it. A nice open shot of the porch. And here you look at the small playground, and of course the grill, very nice. And the pond, I really love the pond. I like the rocks that I placed, and you know, here we have the table tennis. Again, I don't know if that's something you do outside, but I think it fit perfectly. And here we have the playground, and yeah, we just going to closing shots right now. So thank you guys very much for seeing this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and maybe subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. My name is Michael. Peace out.